the best makeup remover ever. Sweat. Look at my t-shirt, guys. It is so stained. I hate summer. So, have you ever felt the feeling of cringe when you look at your old photos or remember the memory from years ago? Well, mine was worse. Now I realize that before I was entitled. Oh my god, the best thing ever a teenager could experience is that they realize they are entitled. That's what my teacher said. This happened in my first ever year in high school, and when it's your first ever year in high school, it has to be special.
Why?
Well, to me, it isn't. It's like the worst year of my life. Everything that happened in my life in that year was the worst ever. Like, I get to lose my comfort zone, and I get to have hatred to someone that's supposed to be special to me. And that's my dad, by the way. And that year was like 2022, the start of school TikToks. So this is what I do before when I was like in my so-called entitled phase. After every argument me and my parents make, I eventually isolate myself and just stop talking to them and hate them in the bottom of my heart, even though it's the most slightliest argument ever. That is in fact I was the one who caused that argument. It's my fault, and then I act like, oh my god, I have the most victim mindset before. Maybe this is the reason why I started to become very entitled, because of a tragedy that happened to me. A tragedy that happened to me. Yes, it's a tragedy. I still have my entitled face right now.
A fucking clown. We are a stupid bitch. We are.
12 years old. As you can see, phone has been the most special thing to me. It is the most yes, it's my comfort zone. Phone is my comfort zone. Vlogging is the only way that I could express my whole shit is as emotions. And I dream of being famous. Everything just ended because I was entitled and because of my anxiety, keep on calling me. I feel it quietly. So yeah, because of my anxiety, yes. 12-year-old me. Bitch is a loser. Of course, this bitch has anxiety. Yes. To be honest, I don't have any friends at that time period. I don't have any friends. I was a loner at that time. I actually write a whole script for this story because everything that is in my brain last night, I can't forget it easily. I'm gonna read this, okay? I don't like, looking at the camera while reading this. It's awkward. Oh my god, I have the worst handwriting ever.
Okay.
Like what I always do every time class ends, I go straight to my grandma's house because my aunt has the best, like literally the best iPhone camera. In fact, that phone was given to my dad, but he sold it. Of course, my entitled ass is mad at my dad because he sold the phone that I've always wanted for vlogging. That phone is sold to my aunt. I remembered I was crying because of that. When you had an opportunity that you always wanted to have, and then easily it just slip out to you, that is the worst feeling ever. I'm telling you, I was so dedicated on vlogging back then, but my phone just won't let it happen. So I was like obsessed with iPhone. So I'm so happy that my someone gave my dad an iPhone. It was like iPhone 8, something like that. So he gave my dad an iPhone, and then my dad just sold it to my aunt because he needs money for his bike. He needs money to repair his bike, and the entitled ass me was like, "Why did you do that? You know Oh my god, I hate that. Oh my god, I hate it. I hate myself too. I hate the fact that I did that, but it's part of healing, accepting the fact that I did that.
Wow.
That's not even my phone. Like, why I'm so mad? What I wrote in here is that I wish I'd never done that, and that is in fact true. My dad took my phone and broke it. So I was like, I had the most Kara's bad life ever. It's even though that phone is very lagged, that phone is still super special to me because I could not afford a 8,000 phone before. Like phones before, especially Android are like 8,000 something like that, and that shit is expensive, bro. And fun fact, my dad didn't even buy that phone. Someone gave it to me like a gift and something, and I'm not gonna tell you guys because it's a personal matter.
Bombastic side eye.
And he just broke it like that. Just yeah, it's my fault in the first place. So in that time period, I've always hated my dad. Like I've always had a big grudge in my dad because of what he did. Every time school ends, I go to my grandparents' house because that's where my aunt lived, and I just do TikToks and other stuff like that. So I remembered I had a page on Facebook, and then that's where I put all of my TikToks that I made using an iPhone. And the problem is that I always go home late, and that would make my parents like literally mad at me because I go home late and I cannot even go home all by myself. I need someone to pick me up, and my mom wouldn't do that because she's so sick of me. I can go to my grandparents' house, but I cannot go back. I was scared to go back home because anxiety, bitch. Anxiety. I hate anxiety so much. Anxiety really ruined the whole thing for me. Anxiety is the worst thing a teenager could have, to be honest, guys. You guys can understand why. Like a loner, a loser like me, of course I have anxiety. My grandparents' house and our house are like a few miles away, so I walk and I'm going to go past to a gym court where teenagers my age are like playing volleyball, and of course my shitty ass anxiety bitch. Every time I go and walk past that volleyball court, I felt like I'm being watched. Like I felt like I'm being judged and everything by those teenagers. Well, in fact, they don't care about me because they don't know me. And then I felt like, oh my god, like that's what I felt, to be honest. In that time, and my parents could not even understand that. So, of course, bitch, I hated that feeling when people look at you, but it's the fact, it's just in your brain. So every time I go back home, I ask for my parents to pick me up, and my mom is so sick of it. So every time my mom says no, I just like join my kuyas or like my brothers. They're not typically my brothers, they're more like my uncles, but they have more younger age that is considered to be a brother or something. Yeah, like every night they go to the same direction as me. I just join them walk, and then I go straight to home while they go straight to the volleyball court. This is the day where I lost my phone. If you guys were confused why I lost my phone when my dad already broke it, I was being advanced there, so the reason why my phone broke or my dad broke my phone is because of this day. Yeah, so that day my brothers weren't at home and my mom was like having a big ass headache, and me, entitled bitch, want them to pick me up. And of course my mom would be like, little Bridger, why can't you go home all by yourself? Are you dumbass bitch? I already did like that. So, and they blamed me why I went there in the first place when I cannot even go back home. Sorry then. Well, my mom got sick of me, so she picked me up instead with full anger mode. So she's like yapping and yapping and yapping in front of my dad, and of course my dad gets the energy, the bad energy. It all comes to my mom, the bad energy. So my dad was really okay in that time. He's just okay, okay, I'm not gonna get mad at you. He was like that. But then my mom keeps on yapping and yapping and yapping and yapping. Like, and of course my dad get mad. So my dad took the phone and smashed it in front of my family members. So example, this is my phone, and then this is like the wall right there, the wall, and then he like that. Who gave you the right to ruin it when you can't even buy yourself your own phone? Yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. Okay. Yes, my dad's phone isn't from his own money. It's a gift from for his birthday. Yeah, it's a gift for his birthday. Just broke it easily like that. Like, want me to? Bitch, do you want me to break your own phone too? I really had that thought before. But of course, I did not say that to my dad because everything would get worse. So yeah, like he bitten me up just because of that. Ever since then, I don't go back to my grandparents' house and these TikToks. I hated vlogging, and I was just really miserable at that time. It's like the literal term of stepping out of your comfort zone. And so years passed, me and my dad had a good relationship. Like 2020 isn't ending any sooner. So we had made more and more arguments where I only think about my own thoughts and not being mindful on what I did. And just like literally the whole point of entitled girly. Like the whole bitch as how an entitled girly acts. And I feel sorry for myself at that time. I was kind of like grateful that I've experienced that whole tragedy because without that tragedy or without that struggle, like I did not have this mindset now if I haven't experienced that entitled mindset, if I haven't realized it that I was the one who's wrong. So, and yeah, I got my phone back times three better. Losing my phone made me realize the importance of socializing and the importance of family. There's like I had like no phone for 1 year. I would like borrow phone for school purposes. This is like a video for you to understand that if you're having a terrible life right now, it doesn't mean that you're gonna have it forever. You just have to realize something before you can finally accept the fact that you know that happened. You have to realize something. I'm being such a motivational speaker right here, bitch. I like it. Guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys also realize fact in your life that you might can change or you might can improve. So yeah, bye guys.
Yeah. Okay. Love you guys. Don't forget to smile.